Playoff football is on the air. Today from Battle Lake High School, it's the Breckenridge Cowboys taking on the Otter Central Bulldogs. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Heitkamp Construction, Moore Engineering, Optimum Rehab, Carlson Family Insurance, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Red River Communications, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Quality Toyota, Vision Ford, Otter Power Company, Essentia Health, and Titan Machinery. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
Welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company for the second round of playoffs here in the Section 6A playoffs, and a familiar foe for Breckenridge both this year and through historically speaking as well. And we got Breckenridge taking on the Otter Central Bulldogs here in Battle Lake. Fans are coming in, just a beautiful day here in Battle Lake. And joining me, Austin Imdick. We didn't think we'd have you today, Imdick. I had a coach's clinic, but it's playoff time, so you're probably in the playoff mindset.
It's playoffs. We got to get back, so I hit the road right away yesterday. Even got back for the volleyball game yesterday.
There you go. Congrats to the volleyball team, by the way.
Played a great game last night.
A fantastic run this year. And Breckenridge Cowboys looking to stay high, riding off a tough, very gritty victory over Underwood, 7-0 for Breckenridge to get their second victory over Underwood on the season, and definitely going to be looking for kind of an offensive spark here if they're going to have any hopes of beating this undefeated OTC team who is also by QRF number 1 in the state.
Yeah, and going back to the first game of the year, which a lot of things changed from there from both teams, but we gave them one of the better games of the year early on, and hopefully try to do the same thing today. It's a really well-coached, well-disciplined OTC team, and Breckenridge will have to execute at the 10th degree to definitely get this one.
Always well-coached. Breckenridge and OTC have played, this is the 7th time they've played in the last 13 years, so more often than not the last 13 years, they're likely to run into them at least once. Breckenridge beat them in the section championship game last year, also beat them 13 years ago, but sandwiched in between those were 4 OTC wins over Breckenridge in the playoffs. So definitely Breckenridge is always going to be salty when they're going against OTC, that's for sure. And undefeated, I believe we said, right? Yeah. Undefeated OTC team, you're most likely going to be undefeated if you're number 1 in Class A. And both teams going to send their captains out right now, and Breckenridge coming into this game, bit of a running thing. We'll get into the specifics on the injury report later on, but a lot of injuries going for this Breckenridge squad. All year it's been that way.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's kind of been the common theme of the year. I mean, quarterbacks, running backs, defensively, I mean, it's been brutal for the Cowboys this year, but how are you going to handle that adversity? And it's playoff time, and it's time to play.
A lot of different faces in different spots for this Breckenridge team. Cam Nito is the starting quarterback in the opening week. Bailey Evans now the quarterback. Nito kind of more switching into that tailback kind of role. So definitely going to be a lot different. And remember, in the opener, they had 2 red zone turnovers and ended up losing by 2 touchdowns in the season opener.
Yeah, not only just red zone turnovers, but both of them inside the 5-yard line, too.
An interception in the red zone and then a mishandled handoff on the 1-yard line, if I remember correctly. So Breckenridge kind of shot themselves in the foot there, and a couple things go a little differently. OTC may be coming into this game with 1 loss.
Yeah, and hopefully it's some of that same game plan. Both teams have been hitting the film and what's happened since that first game and how things have evolved since then. And it should be a fun one today. Great weather, like you said.
All right, we'll take a quick break on this Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Had a chat with head coach Chad Fredrickson prior to this game. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
No, not that.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
What? No, not that. You think of the Wilkin Drink and Eatery in Breckenridge. Their delicious half-pound burgers are unrivaled, and the best night to get them is when they're $3 off on Burger Night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new parking lot or new roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Here with me, head coach Chad Fredrickson. How's it going today, Coach?
It's going great. How about for you, Turn?
I'm doing great. Like you said before we got started talking, it's great to still have football games to go to at this time of the year.
Absolutely. It's that's the name of the game, is to survive and move on.
Yeah, that survive and advance really came into effect last week. That was quite the slugfest with Underwood.
Yeah, it was. I tell you what, our defense stepped up big and really saved us. I mean, we scored pretty early in the game, and they made some adjustments, and we just kind of weren't able to get things gelling, and our defense just continued to step up and I had multitudes of fourth down stops and goal line stances, and so they just played outstanding.
Okay, I know you're probably not saying you'd call the team lucky to have to take on OTC, the number one team in Class A right now, but how lucky do you think it is that of the 7 other teams in your section, you've only seen 2 of them, and you get to see them both in the first 2 rounds, so there's that familiarity already?
Yeah, that's definitely a good fortune. You're always kind of curious when you're facing some of those other opponents that you don't have a whole lot of footage, you don't have a whole lot of background with, and obviously Underwood, having played them for the last 3 years here now, we're getting more and more familiar with them. But OTC is our old nemesis, and we've played them for many years, whether it was 2A, 1A. We seem to be following each other within their sections and our movements within the districts now, and so it's fortunately we know them really well, but on the other hand, they know us pretty well also.
Yeah, I actually went back and saw that over the last 13 years, you guys have played them in the playoffs 7 times. So you're more likely to get them than not in the playoffs.
Right, and we've had some fortunate situations that we've advanced, and we've gotten to see them in section championship, rounds and others, and we still have kind of a little bit of a bitter taste. We've knocked them out the last couple of years, but they got us this year and early on in the season, and we're just looking forward to the chance. We're not favored by any means, and there's not a whole lot of people that are expecting Breckenridge to move on to the section championship, but we're going to give it all we got.
Okay, and what are some things that you think are going to help you, since you got kind of the early season stuff wrinkled out compared to now?
Well, honestly, it's just a matter of we were so youthful coming into that game and really didn't understand the speed of the game and stuff. And obviously, we've been introduced to that a lot here in the 9 games that we've played now. And I think our guys understand that discipline and especially defensively against Otter Tail Central is very key. And when you start chasing and trying to do other people's jobs, that's when they're going to catch you. So we know that. Obviously, we've gotten a little banged up here in the last end of the year, and hopefully we can get as many of those guys back for the game tonight or today, and we'll see. But ultimately, offensively, we're going to maybe have a few different wrinkles to try to get ourselves a spark. And hopefully build off of that offensively.
Okay, how you guys sitting injury-wise?
We're pretty banged up. It's kind of a game time decision when it comes to a few of these guys. And we've Colin went out, and Gavin Peterson, has a high ankle sprain and tried to kind of play through that in the game. We've had other injuries with Alex Sanchez and just the list is so long. It's, Cam Nito went out for a while and Dylan Bernatus. So again, our list of injured reserve potentially is pretty high. You can add Butts to that, Eli Butts. So we're hoping that these guys are able, and I know they want to. I know that they're chomping at the bit to get out there and help the team do whatever they can. But again, we don't want to put those guys out there if we're going to endanger them for longer term types of injuries. So we'll see come game time if they're capable of going. We definitely want them on the field and helping us.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, just hoping that maybe we can find a way to advance tonight, and there's nothing better than playing in the Fargo Dome, and it's again, like we said earlier, it's just nice to continue to play, and football is in the fall season is just so wonderful, and it's been a great year, and we hope to continue it.
We will return to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show after this quick break.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
The Southern Valley's fastest internet is now available without a phone line. That's right, you can get fiber fast internet from Red River Communications, no phone line required. It's been recognized as one of the fastest internet connections anywhere in the country. Whether you're streaming the latest movie or connecting with friends, FiberFast makes it go, well, faster. Stop the buffering suffering and visit getfiberfast.com or call Red River Communications at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications, go faster with fiber.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating, so many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
When you neglect your health, you're neglecting a lot more than just yourself. After all, a lot of people depend on you, your children, your significant other, your friends, and extended family. Your presence means a lot to many different people. CHI St. Francis Health is here for you. Get your yearly mammogram scheduled at CHI St. Francis Health. They are open and ready for you. Call 701-643-0238 to schedule. CHI St. Francis, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bloff is back here with your Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Power Company. And we'll just go through the section standings. Well, actually, let's just go through the section pairings for this round because that'll help you find out who is seated at what. So this all started off with Otter Tail Central, the number 1 seed in Section 6A, playing Walker Hackensack Akeley. Final score on that one, 42-7, as the Bulldogs easily move on. Breckenridge took on Underwood. And Breckenridge, the 4th seed, taking on the 5th-seeded Underwood Rockets. Final score was 7-0. Pine River Bacchus, the number 2 seed, picking up a 30-0 win over Lake Park Audubon. And then rounding it out, number 3, New York Mills, besting number 5, Monaga, by a score of 36-0. So Breckenridge and Underwood with the only close game in the Section 6A bracket this time around. And also time for your injury report, brought to you by Optimum Rehab. Restore your health at Optimum Rehab. And I've never had so many question marks on an injury report. We're going to go with just the questionables. Colin Roberts questionable after injuring his knee last week. Also questionable, Gavin Peterson. I wasn't sure what his injury was. Do you know him, Dick?
Yeah, it was like a inside high ankle sprain. So kind of a goofy one. Okay, so Peterson questionable. Obviously would be a big hit. Both him and Colin both go both ways. And then also Eli Butts, who was sat out last week, I think the last 2 weeks actually. Eli Butts, who plays center. He's a freshman for this Cowboy squad. So once again, don't ever want to lose a starter, but yeah, someone who's done a good job at center all year, and that would be a tough loss. Or I guess they're going to just go through warm-ups, kind of see how everything goes. But we'll take another quick break. Come back with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Otter Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Hey everybody, this is Ford Cater with Vision Ford in Wapaton, North Dakota. Did you know that we have software that we can use to locate the perfect pre-owned vehicle for you? You should buy what you want. We have invested in the technology to be customer friendly because we want and appreciate your business. Remember, we'll bring the test drive to you and deliver for free within 1,000 miles of the dealership. Don't worry about what we have. We will get you what you want. All makes, all models. It's simple. DriveWithVision.com.
More Engineering has been dedicated to finding sustainable engineering solutions for cities like Wapaton for more than 60 years. They offer a wide range of services, including civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental services that advance the region's infrastructure. As a 100% employee-owned company, they are committed to providing quality projects and building relationships in the communities they serve. Visit moreengineeringinc.com to learn more or stop by their location in Wapaton. More Engineering, improving lives by building strong communities.
communities. Pick up the pace of farming with a Case IH precision farming system from Titan Machinery. Whether you're spreading fertilizer, strip tilling, or even farming in the dark, Case IH and Titan Machinery have the perfect guidance equipment for you. Their lineup of remarkable, accurate, hand-free guidance systems can help you optimize your profits and lifestyle by saving you big on input costs, improving yield, and reducing operator fatigue. Stop by Titan Machinery in Wahpeton today to find out how a Case IH precision farming system can help your operation.
Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at rrhsf.org. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts are available. Apply online at rrhsf.org.
Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operation technicians, comprehensive benefits package, and immediate PTO accrual. Starting pay of $24 an hour and ability to earn $31 an hour after training completion. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal employment opportunity employer. Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bloppis here with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. A lot of question marks on the Breckenridge starting lineups. We'll start out with the offensive line. Zane Mickelson at a tackle. He wears number 60 as a junior, 6'2", 180-pound junior, I should say. Next to him, another junior, Dallin Ernst, wears number 66, is 6'6", coincidentally, 66 is 6'6", 225. Joey Konzemius, another junior on this O-line, 6'1", 175, wears number 64. Wyatt Differding, the lone senior starting on the offensive line, wears number 51, plays guard, 5'10", 185 pounds. And then Landon Bloffis at a tackle, 6'2", 210 pounds, wears number 52 to round out the offensive line. And then the skill position guys for Breckenridge. Alex Sanchez at a tight end this week. Listed at tight end at least. We'll see if we see Colin Roberts there. 6'2", 175-pound junior. As well as Gavin Snyder, Cam Nito, Alex Shocker, James Murtis, and Bailey Evans for the offense. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show on B92.7.
Bertram Therapeutic is owned and operated by Sophie Bertram, who is a licensed massage therapist in the state of North Dakota. She is also a certified yoga instructor. She is focused on quality service in every facet of her work and will also serve you as a health coach. She'll keep you on track to where you want your health and wellness to be. Send Sophie an email to set up an appointment or to buy a gift card at sophie.bertram@outlook.com or give her a call at 701-403-9607.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company, serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Kraus Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Kraus Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488. Comdell Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history. A variety of shifts are available. Our full-time openings are Monday through Friday, day shift 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., starting wage $14.50 per hour. 4 crew 12-hour shifts, rotating straight day or straight night shifts available, starting wage $15.50 per hour. 4 crew shifts are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with a $3 an hour night shift premium. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Applications are available at our office at 2100 15th Street North, Wahpeton, North Dakota, or online.
Thank you for calling Generic Bank. For checking inquiries, press 1. For pushy sales, press 2. To speak with a real person who actually cares about you and your finances, please hang up and call Bell Bank.
To talk to a real person instead of a machine, switch to Bell Bank. We're ready to take your calls 7 days a week. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drink Eatery pregame show. As we're about to wrap it up, my apologies for hopping out during the starting lineups. And once again, those skill guys were Alex Sanchez at tight end, Gavin Snyder at a split, Sanchez a junior, Snyder a senior, Cam Nito playing the slot and running back. He's a junior. Alex Shocker, also a junior, playing fullback this week. James Murtis, the tailback, senior. And Bailey Evans rounding out the offense, sophomore quarterback. And then on defense for Breckenridge, Jimmy Murtis and Griffin Bussey are the corners. Gavin Snyder in the secondary at a free safety spot. All seniors in that secondary. Colin Roberts listed as a starter for the linebacking core. We'll see. Gavin Peterson, same story. We'll see. Alex Shocker, who I was told they call him the Shocker backer, is his position because he kind of just flies around everybody or everywhere. He's a linebacker as well. At least that's what he's listed at. They got 5 defensive linemen listed. Alex Martell and Alex Sanchez, the DNs. Dallin Ernst, Brian Martinez, and Landon Blofus at the defensive tackles. And then at the skill positions, Landon Blofus handles the kickoffs. Bailey Evans kicks the field goals and extra points. Punter is Cam Nito. Dallin Ernst, the snapper. Holder is Cam Nito. And then Nito also returns. Dylan Bernadez and Gavin Snyder also listed as returners. And I was going to have the OTC starters. Does the announcer actually have my sheet? I'm not 100% sure. I think that's all right. We'll talk about the OTC guys as we move along. That's all right. We can come back to that. But that was your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Imdick, what are you looking for Breckenridge to get off to a nice start here? Definitely got to get something going on offense. That's kind of been the story of the whole year.
Yeah, I think getting, Murtis, Nito, getting them rolling on the ground right away, I think is going to be important. Just like I kind of say every week, kind of cliche, but we got to take care of the ball. This is going to be a game where you're playing a really great team. You got to try to win that turnover battle, and I think that'll dictate a big piece of this game.
I don't think it's a coincidence that all their best showings this year are the ones where they've taken care of the ball, so that's definitely going to be a big area for this Breckenridge squad. And trying to see, I didn't get to see the coin toss. Not 100% sure who is doing what. Looks like OTC is going to be booting it away to Breckenridge. Breckenridge wearing those clean white jerseys. Oh, I love those. The black pants. Heavy advocate for the black pants, as everyone knows. Made that very well known this season. And then really leaning into the black. OTC, they're all black, jerseys and pants. Then got the red numbers with the white, or the white on the outside of the numbers.
Yeah, both teams look really sharp here.
Oh, I love it. Got to look sharp. It's the playoffs.
That's right. You look good. Feel good.
Play good.
You play good.
Yep. So OTC getting ready to boot it away. I believe. I'm trying to jump back in my memory to see if they were kind of more so kicking a deep team or a squib kick team. Or if they mix it up a little bit. Keep the returners on their toes. And we are almost ready to go. Waiting for the signal from the official. And we got it, booting it away. Mason Dowling. And it's going to be a short little kick. Field scooped up by Snyder. And tackled in a hurry about the 30. And Breckenridge coming out for offense on the 30. And we'll see what starters they're going to actually have with all those game time decisions. Always tough to tell. I believe Butts is in there at center in the huddle. At the first.
We do see Shockert at that fullback position.
So maybe we'll see Peterson on defense. Maybe not. We'll see. They're going to start off with a handoff to the running back. Gain of a couple by Cam Nito on that first down. That'll set up a 2nd and 8. As actually maybe a gain of about 3 on the play by Nito, who comes out of the game. As Breckenridge likes to run in the plays with their skill position guys. They're having a bugger of a time breaking the huddle. Had a few guys take off early, and then it's like, oh no, wait, that's not the play. So Breckenridge is going to come out on their trip set, or their twin set. Pair of receivers out of the left. We saw this a lot at the beginning of the season. And Evans fakes the toss, rolls out. He's under pressure. Tosses it up to Murtis, who gets lit up right away. Maybe he got back to the line, maybe not. And laying that hit was Mason Hammer. living up to the name.
And Bailey Evans had pressure on him right away on his rollout. And he was able to evade the shot.
It's already tough enough rolling out to the left when you're a right-handed quarterback, but when you're under pressure, that just makes it even tougher. So kudos to the sophomore quarterback getting that one thrown away. Breckenridge coming out in the Wildcat set. They got receivers split out, and they're going to do a quick pass to Snyder, who gets blown up behind the line. So that'll set up 4th down and 11, I believe. In on that hit was Calvin Stuvey. Called his name quite a bit in the last game that these two teams played. So Breckenridge, they 4th and 12. Inside their own 30 now, just inside the 30. Nito will be handling the punting duties.
He's good there.
Snapping it is Dallin Ernst. Ernst snaps it. It's clean to Nito. Boots it away. Kind of a lower kick. And Breckenridge will scoop it up to down it at the 35.
Good punt there from Cam. Got a nice, generous bounce off the end-over-end punt.
It wasn't very high, so I was kind of wasn't 100% sure how far that was going to end up going, but ended up being a pretty nice punt. As the Breckenridge offense, Gavin Peterson or Colin Roberts. Got a pair of running backs in the backfield. And some tight ends are going to start with a straight QB sweep. And Landon Blofus runs him down, but not after a run for about 8 yards. Set up 2nd and 2 for the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs. Going up tempo.
Yeah, that happens quick. The quarterback's quick, making split decisions.
And the running backs turning into blockers.
It'll be big for the Cowboy defensive ends to be able to contain that outside here today.
And I don't believe Sanchez played defensive end last time around. And they're going to go up the middle with Stuvey. Dallin Ernst on the tackle. But not after Stuvey got the 1st down, it looks like. And he does. So the Bulldogs now at the 37. Their own 37, I should say. Bulldogs coming up to the line. And as anyone who has followed this Otter Tail Central program, they really like to keep it on the ground. Always have a plethora of guys to run the ball. And they're going to keep that going. Stuvey running it. I saw Griffin Bussey over there trying to make the tackle. I believe Snyder got in there too.
Around a few different packages today, keeping them in and out, making OTC think about it.
Also trying to see what works. Maybe figure out something to stick with. Bulldogs for this 3rd and 2. And they're going to go up the middle. And he got the 1st relatively easily. A good push by the Otter Tail Central offensive line.
Just beyond the sticks there, but there you see Colin Roberts making his impact already right away on the first 2 plays there.
Gain of... So Breckenridge. The big... a lot of defensive standouts this year for this Breckenridge team as the defense has been doing most of the work. Shocker, who we talked about earlier, Martell, Landon Blofus, Dallin Ernst. A ton of guys making their impact felt. And when you play a bunch of running teams, it's good to have a good front 7 to load the box with. And they're going to do a little reverse. Breckenridge not fooled, but good job bouncing it outside and laying the shot on Martell by the sideline. Bulldogs coming up to the line. 1st and 10 at the Breckenridge 37. Nice drive so far for the Bulldogs. Breckenridge's defense almost got him out on the 4th down, though. QB rolling out to the right. It looks like he is going to, it's a pass play, but he's going to run with it. Running up the sidelines, and Sanchez was there, but just got outran. Nice run by Tanner Arndt, the quarterback, the senior quarterback.
Yeah, he's shifty. He's got quick juke move, quick first step.
And good awareness, where to play the sideline and whatnot. Knows when to get some more yards, who's coming. Setting up a 2nd and 2 from the 29 of Breckenridge. Bulldogs so far they've put on about 36 yards in this drive, I want to say. Bulldogs going to go up the middle. They get a nice surge from the offensive line. Martell has to make the tackle from the outside. And that'll move the sticks after the hammer run to the 25. Just short of the 25, actually. And this is what Otter Tail Central is known for. Just get a few yards here, get a few yards there, and just constantly just chip away at the defense.
Yeah,
wear them down.
They're just fine with the 3-4 yards and a cloud of dust.
Breckenridge. The 0-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And another run by Arndt, this one on the left side. He's got a lot of room to run. Cuts it up, running up the sideline, and gets knocked out of bounds. But he moves into the Titan Machinery red zone, your local Case IH dealer in Wapton. Ruled out at the just inside the 10, where they'll start off. So Otter Tail Central, with this efficient drive, have a 1st and goal from the 9.
They got 4 plays. You'd think unless I don't know how their philosophy is on field goals or going for 6 here, but 4 downs to hold them here, see if Breckenridge can bend but not break.
We're going to go with the handoff on the right side. And once again, Sanchez trying to get the strip there, but it looks like a gain of 7 to get to the 2. Nice having one of the coaches up here that's got a better eye than I do on where the ball ends up. So now 2nd and goal from the 2. Actually, the 3, it looks like. Breckenridge's defense having a tough time controlling the trenches here. But take away that, that 4th down play goes a little differently. And instead, we got a touchdown by Stuvie. It looks like, just short of the goal line. It looked like he got in there for a second, but just short. Breckenridge's defense holds to set up the 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, I swear I saw him cross the goal line.
Yeah,
I'm seeing things.
There's a big goal line push there. They must have just got that second effort from the defensive line to hold them.
This is where the defensive line coaches, a lot of times telling you just make a pile. Clog up everything. See if Breckenridge's defense can do that. They got to hold for 2 more plays. They're going to go with Arndt up the middle. And Shocker tries to make the tackle, but he is in for 6. Offensive line doing a great job on that drive to set the tone for this game. Tanner Arndt goes in for 6. Bulldogs up 6-0 with 3:19 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll see if they're extra point or a 2-point conversion team. I think they went for 2 all of last time, but
a very efficient 74-yard drive there from OTC on their opening offensive series.
Only threw 1 pass on the drive. And it was a big 4th down completion. And that was as good as the Breck defense had looked that series on that one. Just ended up kind of getting caught off guard for that 2-point for that pass play. And now we got a break. And it's a timeout by the Bulldogs. So we'll take a very quick break for this High Camp Construction timeout break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wapton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Welcome back to Battle Lake. As I was just told that the folks here in the press box can actually control the weather, apparently, here in Battle Lake, and I very much applaud them for how it turned out today. As the Bulldogs looking to likely go for 2 here. I don't think they would take a timeout there. They just planned on kicking an extra point, but got everybody nice, tight. Arndt rolling out to the right. They're going to throw it into the end zone and caught for 2. And there's also a flag, but I'm pretty sure it's on the defender.
I think Bussy just got there a little early. Great catch there by OTC.
Heck of a catch. Make it an 8-0 game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Or the video scoreboard if you're watching there. The Red River Communications scoreboard. 2-point conversion is good. As the Bulldogs strike first on a very nice drive. They were kind of just operating like a machine on that one.
Yeah, very methodical. Really only 1 or 2 splash plays with the quarterback running both of them. Other than that, just took what they could. Like I said, those 3-4 yards, cloud of dust.
How good did this offensive line look on that drive?
They're getting a good push right now. I'm sure that's something that the Breckenridge coaches are talking to the boys on the sideline right now.
And it's always, they always talk about winning the line of scrimmage. It's just your classic OTC drive, we'll call it. And like I said in the pregame show, the 7th time these two teams have played in the playoffs in the last 13 years. And I believe this is only the 2nd one to be played at OTC. Most of them were in the Dome. A couple of them being at Breckenridge High School. Last year's game being one of them. Cowboys held off the Bulldogs in that one after beating up on them pretty good in the regular season, but that just shows how well coached they are, how much better they got from the beginning of the season till the end.
You see OTC kicking off with that pass interference implemented from the 2-point conversion.
And it is booted away. Short of the end zone, Cam Nito going to take it out. And a nice pursuit there. Looks like he got to the 15 where the gang tackle happened. Nito helping up one of the defenders. That was Lane Dilly, a member of my Turner Bluffus all-name team. Always love Lane Dilly. And Breckenridge's offense, after actually losing yards on the last drive, so
yep, absolutely.
Tough way to start the drive.
But hey, it's playoff time.
Got to be locked in, get those jitters out of the way. So Breckenridge's offense coming up to the line, sending a pair of receivers out to the right. We saw this Twins look a lot at the beginning of the season. They kind of went away from it a little bit, but getting back into it now. We're going to go with Murtis, who bounces it outside.
Sanchez had an excellent block on the edge, but Murtis couldn't quite turn it up.
We'll see if I believe he got back to the line there. Actually lost a yard on the play. So Breckenridge still in the negative yardage here on their second drive. Inside, they're actually at their own 10-yard line for a 2nd and 16. We'll see what they have planned here. And it looks like they're going to go Gavin Peterson now in the game at fullback. Nito at quarterback, and Breckenridge going to have to burn a timeout after the miscommunication once again. We'll take another quick break. It's timeout break brought to you by Height Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Belmore & Sons in Wapaton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Welcome back to Battle Lake. As the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs lead 8-0 with 2:29 remaining in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge going with their what has been their Wildcat look lately. Nito at quarterback. And this is what they usually do. They go up the middle with him. And a nice job being ready for it by the Otter Tail Central defense. Hammer on the tackle there. Stuvey also in there. Breckenridge gets a few yards out of it. Set up a 3rd and 12. Breckenridge just outside their own 10. 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. So we'll see if they're going to be throwing it out of this set. They got Evans. Receivers went to the wrong side. A lot of miscommunication today. Twin receivers out to the left. And they're actually going to go with a handoff. And Murtis gets tackled out on the edge. That'll force a Breckenridge punt. Good pursuit by the Bulldog defense.
Catch the ball this time.
As Breckenridge facing a 4th and about 13 or 14.
Yeah, we're just seeing the Breckenridge offensive line not able to quite hold that edge today.
And Breckenridge only got 1 TD off of this Otter Tail Central Bulldog defense last time these two teams played. If you guys remember that Cam Nito welcome party in his Breckenridge debut. Put on a clinic. Nito gets the snap, boots it away. Another nice punt. And it is not caught once again. Martell going to down it. And the Bulldogs will take over at their own 46.
Another solid punt by Nito.
Might be his best position.
That would be saying something.
Now, when you do everything well, it's tough to figure out what your best position is.
Well, he's got 2 punts up. That's for high school.
That one he had in Pelican was wild. 5. And Arndt's going to keep it on the outside. And he's going to be just short of the first down. Looks like Roberts on the tackle there.
Roberts laid the boom there.
And hopefully getting that all worked out. But yeah, it looked like that was calling to keep him short of the first down. Breckenridge's defense forced 1 4th down on the day.
Well, and here's the situation we just talked about, just a couple seconds ago. If we can get off the field here on 4th down, and we got the ball at midfield, it could be just the spark we need.
OTC pulled out a pass play for their last 4th down. This time they'll keep it with Arndt, who gets a nice block, and there's a flag on the play. But as of now, Arndt off to the races in 4-6. So we'll see if that'll count. And got to see who the flag is on. The OTC player is still celebrating. But it looks like that is a hold.
I think Martell got held right on the line there. I thought he was going to have a chance to hold them.
As well as being the quarterback for this team. And a bit of a high snap, but fielded caught cleanly and booted away. Cowboys will not return it, as it is down about the 25. As Breckenridge's defense catches a big break with that hold.
We need the Breckenridge offense to wake up here.
And I know you want to get the run game established here, but not having a whole lot of luck. Breckenridge out of their wishbone set. They're going to go with the long handoff to Murtis. He bounces it outside, sheds one tackler. Now trying to cut it up the sideline. Takes another big shot. And it was a nice tackle there. Over on the edge. So it looks like I ended up losing a yard or 2 on the play.
Man, that was a tough no gain or maybe even a loss of 1. Some tough running by Murtis.
And on that tackle was Dilly. How could I forget Lane Dilly? Trying to track down the roster. Got a bit of a messy setup here. Wishbone, but thank you very much to the to the Battle Lake School getting us up here. Run by Nito. Stacked up by a few Bulldogs. It's like he got to the Breckenridge 30, but that'll set up a 3rd and 7. Cowboys trailing here with 10:32 remaining. And your downside of running screens, you kind of welcome them through, but you got to execute it well.
Right.
Or else that kind of just sets you up for disaster. But instead, Breckenridge will punt it away on this 4th and 7.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those boomer bust type plays.
Mm-hmm. Nito, the punter. Snap cleanly. And booted away. Returned. This will be the first actual return from the Bulldogs. Aren't the returner. Martell trying to chase him down. I think Sanchez, the one who kind of got him out of bounds.
Solid return from OTC there.
Bulldogs will take over just shy of the 50. Well, pretty much right at the 50. Got a hair short. After the Breckenridge defense came up with that 4th down stop, it's going to have to be Breckenridge kind of providing the spark, or the defense is going to have to provide the spark here with the offense.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Going to have to force a turnover, which is always tough when you play against a team who is, so ball control oriented. Misdirection handoff. A nice kick out block on Martell to free him up. And Peterson runs him down for the tackle, but not after the gain of about 15.
Man, they're driving trucks through some of these holes they got on these run plays here today.
And that misdirection handoff, Breckenridge did one good job, or earlier in the game they did a good job of being ready for it and having a guy waiting there, but that time around OTC just ran that to perfection. Bulldogs come up to the line, 1st and 10 at the Cowboy 38. Pair of running backs in the backfield, showing off the length. We'll say that about their defensive line. They got between their 3 of their guys, they got a lot of length. You got Sanchez, Dallin, and Loftus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of got Brian Martinez there at the nose tackle, bringing a little muscle to the group.
Pitch outside, and actually was played nicely right away, and it's going to be close. Colin Roberts there on the tackle. Him and Hammer with a nice collision there, but it's going to be close. Breckenridge saying it's short.
And from my view up here, I'd have to agree, but man, is it going to be close.
Did a good job stuffing that run. And what would be biggest play of the game so far for the Breckenridge defense. And with how dominant OTC's offensive line's been, this is that'd be an impressive feat. Hold them short. As they bring out the chain gang. And he's short. He's not being short by about 6 inches.
Good stop by the Breckenridge defense. Hey, let's see if this momentum can carry on for a little 7-minute drive down the field and tie the ball game up before half. How about it?
Well, how big is that to have Colin Roberts back for this game and make that play?
Oh, we saw Ernst make initial contact, and then Colin Roberts absolutely drove him backwards and made the play. Fantastic team defense.
Got to be happy for a senior that last week when he came out, it definitely didn't really it looked like it would be a long shot for him to be playing again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Credit to him in his final playoff run as a Cowboy, for football at least.
I'm sure Mom didn't help out at all with the recovery the last few days.
Breckenridge kind of stealing OTC's setup a little bit. Using one of their sets with the 2 running backs next to each other. Nito gets the off-tackle handoff. Maybe got a yard. You ever seen Breckenridge run that set?
I don't think so. Turner.
They might have just thrown that in today. They might have just been like, hey, it's working for them. Let's try it out.
We have seen a lot of different stuff this year throughout this offense. So.
I don't know if I've ever seen Breckenridge run that set. But, I could be wrong. A few other video sponsors, Action Realty, Bell Bank, Belmore & Sons, Bertram Therapeutic as well. Breckenridge going out of gun with Nito. Got to be thinking that's a QB draw. And he's going to roll out, actually a QB sweep, out to the left. And he ends up making a big run out of it, tiptoeing the sideline, but ends up running out of bounds. And the beauty of having him just go in the backfield is the defense knows exactly what's going to happen. It's almost the same thing every time, but he still knows how to make a big play.
Yep, and Colin Roberts got just enough of that last defender where he couldn't make a tackle, and if you're trying to arm tackle Cam Nito, good luck. And he breaks that, and he scampers down the sideline for a great gain. That's exactly what this Breckenridge offense needed at this point.
Biggest gain of the day by a long shot. Gets out to the 47 of Otter Tail Central. Pairs trips out to the right, one receiver out to the left. Nito and Peterson in the backfield once again. And this time Nito will get stacked up, but he still gets a couple yards out of it. A heck of an effort by Nito, who we have just been praising so much this year. He's just been a fantastic addition to this Breckenridge program. I was spoiled enough to get to cover his older brother for a couple years, so I was
fantastic.
I was one of
back as well.
I was one of the many people in Breckenridge ecstatic when Cam ended up moving here, and now they're going to go right up the middle with him. Lowers the shoulder, bounces it out to the left, and in a bit of a redo from the opener of this year, Cam Nito calls his own number and runs it in.
Cameron Nito, what a bad man.
About 45 yards.
There's bulldozed the defender.
Oh my
about
goodness.
10 yards in.
Cam Nito. I told you he was a good addition to the program.
Oh, man. Johnny on the spot there with that call, Turner.
I think he could hear me. So now they're going to go for the two-point conversion. We'll see if he's got any gas left in the tank if they're going to call his number, which wouldn't be too surprising. He's good in these short yardage situations. Evans up to the line. Got 3 running backs back there with him. And they're going to go up the middle with Nito. Kind of the same play, but it looks like he's going to be short. There's a gang of Bulldogs waiting for him. So Breckenridge finally gets on the board. 5:33 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trails 8-6. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Now you can plug into reliable service. Call Somerville Electric in Breckenridge. They have been serving the area since 1985 and are locally owned. For years, their promise has been and will be reliable service and dependability. The proof in the quality is there when you need fast, dependable electric service and professional electricians. Just plug in. Call Somerville Electric at 643-3435. Somerville Electric would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys and Cowgirls good luck in tonight's game.
Welcome back to Battle Lake as Breckenridge has just got on the board. And now they go for the onside, but it's recovered by the Bulldogs. As having some few issues with our video stream, but hopefully got it up and running the way it should be. As the Cowboys. How long was that Nito run for? 45 yards?
Yeah, 45. On the spot.
And it was actually right up the middle.
Right up the middle. And made a man miss or two about 7 to 10 yards into it, and the rest was history.
Sure, Gavin Peterson was a little jealous watching Nito kind of get a fullback-like play. And now the Bulldogs going back to work with a nice burst through the line. But the thing about their play style is they chew up a lot of clock, but 5:23 should be plenty to march down the field. But a wrist or something. Can look at it throughout the game. Aren't going to roll out to the right. Looks like it's a pass play. High and nearly picked off. And Dylan Bernata has almost hauled that in.
Off the fingertips of OTC's receiver there. It was close.
Well played. And get that scoreboard updated for you. Also have the wrong quarter, you know. Only so many things to keep track of. 8-6, Ottertail Central lead here. 4 minutes remaining. 4th and 6, Ottertail Central having to punt it away now. And Otter's actually going to fake it. You got the quarterback and punter, you may as well. It's going to be close. And it looks like you just got short.
He should be.
Information that they got from OTC. Running up the middle. And it's it's fumbled away by Murtis. It's going to be close to the line to gain.
I don't think they got this one either, Turner. It's going to be close.
Into the Breckenridge 40. Now they're going to be facing another 4th down and short.
Ernst in on that one as well as Colin Roberts laying the boom at the end of it.
Got to be thinking they're going to be rolling with a quarterback sneak here with Arndt. But they're going to measure it. They're going to go up the middle with Hammer. Actually sheds a couple tacklers. Now it's going to be a one-on-one on the outside. He makes a man miss. Running down the sideline. He's going to be close, just short of the touchdown. Heck of a run there by Hammer. I think Breckenridge was really selling out on that being a quarterback sneak.
Absolutely, and I from up here, who knows? Obviously, the referees don't agree, but there was a little early movement from 2 of the offensive linemen that got an early jump there from OTC.
And Hammer's showing off the moves there. The vision.
Great run.
And making a man miss. Actually, he got to the 6-yard line. 7-yard line. Arndt under center. They're going to go once again off tackle. Basically the same play, but the other side.
Same play, opposite side, and Brian Martinez makes another tackle.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the second quarter.
It looks like they might have even lost a yard there on that one.
Breckenridge's defense looking to come up clutch once again. Bulldogs coming up, checking their splits. This is kind of their standard set, bringing the tight ends as well. And they're going to go with the off-tackle run. And Breckenridge plays that well. Maybe a couple yards gained on the play.
I think Ernst might have tackled the ball carrier and the offensive lineman blocking him at the same time there. That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, the old lineman's a little slow to get up after that. I'll set up I believe a 3rd and 6, or 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7, I should say. 1:05 remaining in this opening half. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bulldogs come up to the line, taking their time. And they fake the toss. Arndt rolls out to the right. Bloff is applying pressure. He throws it to the end zone, and it is caught.
Good pass.
And it looked like it was intended for another receiver, but we got a flag on the play. Got to see who that's on. The 6-yard scoring strike was caught by Owen Bueller. But we got a flag. We'll see who that's on. Illegal man downfield. Huge. Oh, another huge penalty. Ottertail Central has shot themselves in the foot twice today now with big penalties. This penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. To take some points off the board for the Bulldogs and also move them back. They got 49 seconds to get 12 yards into the end zone on 2 plays. It'll be 3rd and 12. Bulldogs break the huddle. Actually had to bring a man off the field. And here's a look we haven't seen. Bit of confusion. There's another guy who had to run out late. Arndt, with several receivers, he's going to roll out to the right under pressure. He's going to have to just throw it up and incomplete.
I think that should be intentional grounding.
Breckenridge looking for grounding, I guess.
Come on, Derek.
And OTC calling for a late hit, but I think the quarterback sold that one.
Mm-hmm.
They really should be looking into intentional grounding
right?
here.
Yeah, well, he might have rolled out far enough to the right to be okay, but
yeah, opposite of us, hard to tell exactly where he ends up.
So the Breckenridge defense now with a 4th and 12, 32 seconds left. Breckenridge trailing 8-6 in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And this defense has just come up so big for this team so many times this year. And today they continue to kind of shoulder most of the load.
See him back under center here again.
Arndt fakes the toss, rolls out to the right, looks left, tosses it up, and broken up in the end zone. On the coverage, I believe that was
Gavin
Snyder.
Great pass deflection by Gavin Snyder.
Another senior coming up big in his final playoff run with the Cowboy football team. What a play.
Went and high-pointed the ball. That's fantastic, just like you teach it.
And that was a pretty nice ball, too.
Absolutely.
Just really well played. 26 seconds left. Got to be thinking Breckenridge is just going to keep it on the ground, heading to halftime. Only trailing by 2 points. And they're actually going to, go with victory formation and kneel it down. To head into the locker room. Don't want to, cause more damage, Be happy with what you got, usually considering they fumbled it to start off that last drive.
Right, absolutely.
We'll take a quick break before we hop into our Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live.
Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at rrhsf.org. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts are available. Apply online at rrhsf.org.
Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operation technicians, comprehensive benefits package, and immediate PTO accrual. Starting pay of $24 an hour and ability to earn $31 an hour after training completion. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal employment opportunity employer.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
There are several things that make me proud to be part of Breckenridge Senior High School. My students are very hardworking and respectful. Those two qualities make my school day enjoyable. They have been working hard on active classroom lessons this year. Students enjoy working together and are finding that they can learn from each other. I'm also proud to be teaching college math classes to our juniors and seniors. These classes have challenged our students to become more academically responsible for their learning. Breckenridge is a great school, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
No, not that.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
What? No, not that. You think of the Wilkin Drink and Eatery in Breckenridge. Their delicious half-pound burgers are unrivaled, and the best night to get them is when they're $3 off on Burger Night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new parking lot or new roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Turner Bloffs here, along with Austin Imdick. Gonna throw some stats your way. For Breckenridge, Bailey Evans has completed 2 of his 3 passes, but for -2 yards. So not going so well in the pass game. And then Jimmy Murtis, rushing, has 4 carries for -1 yard. So you take that into account. Breckenridge has -3 yards on the day. But then Cam Nito, 7 carries for 82 yards. So that got him into the positive. Also had that 45-yard touchdown run to get them on the board. So OTC's defense has just been stellar, containing this Breckenridge offense. And for the Cowboys, oh my goodness, just looked at the defensive stats. And Colin Roberts, who was a game-time decision for this game, has 11 tackles already at halftime. What a busy day at linebacker.
He is finishing everything. He's laying the boom. He is an absolute monster on the defensive side of the ball in the first half.
And Dallin Ernst, how's this for a defensive lineman? 7 tackles at halftime.
Yep, been a lot of 66 and number 2 on combo tackles.
And then the big play on defense, there's been several, and we got to really give this defense praise because they've held strong on so many occasions. Also got a couple breaks on penalties, but the biggest play, that pass breakup in the end zone by Snyder, was the play of the half for their defense. That was kind of the highlight of, not making just crazy big plays, not forcing turnovers or anything, but just doing your job and taking care of business. Just doing your job, like I said.
Yeah, and I think Breckenridge's got to be pretty happy. You're down 2. You didn't get your 2-point conversion, but we got to be pretty happy with how that first half transpired. And maybe we talk about momentum maybe a little too much up here, but
never too much.
Talk about a momentum killer for OTC, not being able to get in the end zone there at the end of the half. And on the other side, Breckenridge, man, the boys, the coaches, everyone, they should be feeling good at half right now. Great pass breakup, like you said, by Snyder. That could have been a completely different situation if they happened to get into the end zone there. That's a lot different feeling coming into this second half.
I think both teams only got one TD the last time around too, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but it was very tight at the beginning there. And like we talked about them, they had 2 red zone turnovers inside the 5. And Breckenridge has had that one fumble. That was a big, like we said, momentum swing. Breckenridge got the ball back on a big 4th down stop, or they forced a punt. It's tough to get them all mixed up. They've made so many big plays on the defense. But Jimmy Murtis took a big shot on that one. And how unreal is it that they they were able to hold OTC out of the end zone after that big run by Hammer to get to the 6?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been huge. And, even as far as just playing field position and Cam Nito having 2 great punts he punted the one from about our goal line and they brought them down to their own 45-yard line. That's a huge swing. When you look at the thing, look at a whole game and field position, that's huge. And they're just playing well in all 3 aspects of the game right now. Offense obviously can get rolling a little bit, but they've done just enough.
Of their 12 carries on the ground, 7 of them have been to Cam Nito. And I got to be thinking we're going to see a lot more of that. It felt like he had more than 7 carries. You know what I mean?
It really did, but we talked about before our last drive, before his long run, and it felt like Breckenridge had the ball for maybe 3 minutes of the game, and that was well into the second quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him end up with at least 20 carries to end this game. It's playoff time. You got to pretty much leave it all out, or you got to leave it all out there. And if he's your best playmaker, who knows? Maybe you do give it to him at least 15 times this next half. It's the only thing that's worked so far is getting Cam the ball and just hoping for the best. So that might be a continuing theme.
And you see Murtis' game on the ground as far as statistically is not what you're used to seeing Jimmy Murtis, but I think what's opening up Cam to a lot of these runs is a good block thrown by James Murtis out of the backfield as well, adding on to the offensive line, trying to make a push. So I think that's playing a huge role.
And it's even crazier that he was able to have as successful of a half as we've had because they're keying on him so hard.
Absolutely.
Especially when they go Wildcat. When they go Wildcat, it's basically just saying we have confidence that he's going to be able to at least do something against your defense, so let's roll with it.
And I think you're seeing, too, Gavin Peterson not being at that fullback position playing a big role as far as not opening up the blocks, the holes you're usually seeing because, man, Gavin Peterson may not show up on the stat sheet in the offensive category every week, but, man, does he play a huge role in getting Cam and Jimmy Murtis rolling.
Yeah, we do our best to always show the fullback some love, and this is one of those situations where his importance at the fullback role is really coming into play, not just being the go-to receiver for this squad, as we've talked about several times. Actually, the leading pass catcher coming into this game on all those fullback floods. But we'll take another quick break on this Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Hi, Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hello, this is your water softener talking. I love Morton salt crystals.
Have you fed your water softener lately? Ensure you have softer feeling skin and hair with Morton Pure and Natural Water Softener Crystals. Stop by Farmers Union Oil to check out our variety of Morton salts. Your water softener will love you for it.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
The Southern Valley's fastest internet is now available without a phone line. That's right, you can get fiber-fast internet from Red River Communications, no phone line required. It's been recognized as one of the fastest internet connections anywhere in the country. Whether you're streaming the latest movie or connecting with friends, FiberFast makes it go, well, faster. Stop the buffering suffering and visit getfiberfast.com or call Red River Communications at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications, go faster with fiber.
At Twin Town Villa, their focus is on comfort, security, peace of mind, and quality of life for their residents. They're extending an invitation to you to stop and experience how their assisted living community is different. Their 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are spacious and fully functional, and their list of amenities is endless. Their mission centers around family with assistance, supportive services, and quality health care all under one roof at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. Check them out on Facebook or visit their website at twintownvilla.com. Call them 643-9542 to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here as the Cowboys trail 8-6, and they love these low-scoring games. I'm telling you, these defensive slugfests. They've been in so many this year.
Yep. Hey, last week we see it in the first round of playoffs, right?
Yep.
7-0. Hey, this defense. I mean, that's the strength of this team. We've seen it over and over again throughout the year, and we'll have to have a strong second half again.
7-0 this time around, and then we got the as well as the Frazee one. That was also a highlight. Had to go into overtime before anyone even got any points on that one. So Breckenridge has seen their fair share of these defensive ball games, and in another one today, and I'm sure they're happy about it because if they're going to have to kind of call on the offense to win the game, then it's probably going to be a long day for Breckenridge. As the Bulldogs already breaking down in the end zone. Breckenridge as well. And kicked it away to start the game and then got Breckenridge into a 3-and-out. Get them off the field quickly.
Yeah, it'll be big for Breckenridge here right away to
the press box, but not too bad. I don't think.
No, not too bad.
The Bulldogs, the misdirection handoff. Dallin Ernst again making the tackle on the edge.
Starting with a count.
But Breckenridge's defense is ready for that. Give them credit.
And we've seen Martinez and Blofis getting some pressure off that, what would be the right side of the OTC offensive line. Ernst, of course, on the opposite side, cleaning up a lot of the tackles there, so great tandem up front.
Both of them have just been absolutely menacing for opposing offenses this year.
Here we see him come to the line, 3rd and 9.
On this 3rd and 9, likely going to see another pass play unless they're going to run it and then treat it like a 4-down, but aren't. Kind of the same play and also incomplete. And the receiver, it looked like he was there, but...
Yeah, Hammer just kind of threw out one hand at that one. And again, opposite side of the field. Hard to see exactly what the inch-to-inch is over there, but definitely only extended one hand out at it. And
I think he would have got tackled short. But
yeah, absolutely.
But then again, after that onside kick, it's kind of 4-down territory a little bit. But if it's short enough, but we're going to have a punt instead. Cam Nito back to return.
And they faked one today already, so I'm sure the defense is on their heels.
And they're actually going to do the rugby kick. Run it over to the right a little bit and then boot it away.
They kind of
pretty nice balance.
They faked the fake there with the old rugby kick.
Fake me out,
if you will.
Inside the 20. Looks like Breckenridge will take over just past their own 10 after the nice hold by the defense to start off the second half. That's as good of a start for Breckenridge as you can hope for.
That was huge. Yep. Absolutely. 3 and out to start the half.
And probably the shortest drive of the game for OTC with 2 incomplete passes. They only ran off 1 minute, 1 second. Breckenridge coming out, trips right. And Nito in the Wildcat. Kind of getting everybody out of the box. Cuts it up. And sheds another tackle, ends up getting tripped up.
And how many tackles?
But there is
did he
a
shed
flag.
there? 2 or 3.
This penalty brought to you by State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And it looks like this is on the Breckenridge offense. That's is that the illegal motion or illegal formation?
Illegal formation.
Something's illegal.
Someone must not have been on the line over there on that trips right or vice versa.
So that'll scooch him back. 5 yards, set up a 1st and 15. 10:50 remaining in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As the Breckenridge offense started off with Nito at quarterback, but this time around they're going to have him in the backfield at a running back. Evans under center.
Up the middle,
hands it off to Nito. Nito gets a pretty nice hole, but it gets cleaned up quickly. I think that was, I was going to say Hammer on that tackle, but yeah, it was Hammer.
Get it back to about the original line of scrimmage.
It's a big name to live up to if you're a linebacker and your last name's Hammer. You gotta bring the thump there. I'm sure he probably took his licks on scout team for a couple of years as far as the punting duties. Stuvey back to return, the lone returner. I think I've said that a few times. You don't really see high school teams go with one returner too often, so maybe they're going to send the house here. After the nice start by the Breckenridge defense, now the OTC defense does the same. So the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs with an 8-6 lead. I got to be thinking they're not going to be, after a pair of incomplete passes the last time around, I got to be thinking they're just going to
get back
to what
best.
As the Bulldogs come up to the line. And they're tight set. Actually going to throw it out to the flats once again. Test these corners, and it gets stripped away! And Griffin Bussey stripped it loose, and he might have got on it. Actually, that was Snyder.
Gavin Snyder.
With the strip and the recovery. Heck of a play there by the senior. Wow.
Great play by the senior Gavin Snyder.
What a great effort.
You know, the wide receiver was trying to kind of set him up for an inside step, and then was going to break it out, and it was just enough for Snyder was out of place a little bit, was able to get to strip the ball out, though.
And I think he's been playing safety primarily this year, so a little surprising to see him out on the corner, but whatever works for you. Breckenridge start under center. Actually drew a man off sides. Jumping off sides was Carter Kenyon.
Here we go.
That was kind of a spark for Breckenridge last week, too, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely.
When you need to get some yards, you know, you like to save those for the big plays, like the 3rd and 1s or the 4th and 1s, but keep that element of surprise. But they're going to discuss it, so Breckenridge might have moved.
I was looking down, I missed it.
And encroachment on OTC. Not 100% sure who would have moved to start that, because they say someone on the offense moved, but I don't know who that would have been. So Breckenridge, the quick 5 yards. Coming up to the line in the wishbone set. And it gets handed off to Nito on the left side. Looking to get to the edge. He's got the first down and more. Getting some great blocks downfield. Running down the sideline. Still on his feet. Just past the OTC 30 and right in front of his bench to give his squad a spark.
And there's a crowd of Cowboys.
Got an injury on the play, though. Looks like he's all right, just trying to run off the field. One of the OTC players took a big lick in that mosh pit over by the Breckenridge sideline. What a run by Nito once again. I believe that puts him over 100 yards.
I'll tell you in just a second here, Turner.
Gets to the 29, it looks like.
Yeah, that'll put him at 115 for the day. He's averaging 11.5 a clip.
Just the question of how to get him the ball.
Still see OTC sticking with their forefront.
And Nito in the Wildcat. And ends up fumbling it in the backfield. Scoops it up, but OTC wraps him up.
And he had a lane to the outside there. He just bobbled the snap.
And that is a tough break for Breckenridge. Can you check if that Ethernet's still plugged in, that blue cord? As the OTC defense plugged in. As the Breckenridge offense fails to move the chains. And a tough break for Breckenridge as they trail by 2.
And they were marching down the field so well.
Yeah, that was one of their better drives of the game. They're going to go with the misdirection handoff to Hammer. Off tackle on the right side. Maybe got a yard. That's being generous, I think.
You see Alex Schockert making the play there on that one.
And I believe we just got the internet back up and running. Not 100% sure why it keeps going in and out, but if you were listening on B92.7, then hop over to KBMW News Live, as it should be up and running. Just what you love to be working with a game here. And a very fun game, that is. Arndt on the edge.
Wow, and
Makes a nice cut, but Breckenridge's defense just flying around like madmen. Snyder over there on that tackle.
Snyder and Martinez and Alex Sanchez on the end there got tackled by 2 OTC offensive linemen, but kind of got lost in the traffic.
I'm sure it's one of those moments where he said, I miss being a free safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, can be a little less fun in the trenches for some people. 3rd and 7 is Breckenridge's defense. It's been lights out to start this half. 4:23 remaining in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Double tight once again. 2 running backs behind Arndt. Pitches it out. And he ends up tripping. And getting wrapped up by a pair of Cowboys. Sanchez there on the tackle. He's fired up. Set up by 4th and 6.
Sanchez and Ernst again sniffing around the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
That guy's just got a nose for it today.
Snyder seems to be coming out of the game. And they're telling Nito to get out there and go return this thing. So he hasn't been playing on defense today. Got to save him for all the work he's doing on offense.
Punt return team needs to stay on their toes here. You never know what OTC might do on a 4th down. Quarterback's the punter.
This time around, it's going to straight up punt it. Nito back to return it. Hauls it in cleanly. Makes a couple guys miss. Now he cuts over to the left side.
And he's
still rumbling. Nito, oh, there is a flag on the play, but Nito still running down the sidelines, ended up getting tripped up. Arndt makes the tackle from his punter position at about the 30, but we have a flag. Dallin Ernst standing over there. He might have got called for it.
And he does not agree. He's asking the white hat right now, what did I do?
And I think it's pushing or blocking the back to negate a heck of a return by Cam Nito.
I think you have, you know.
So Breckenridge will get moved back from, I think they're at the 30. So that'll take off, about 30 yards. So they'll start at the Breckenridge's own 40, just past the 40. So Nito in the backfield with Evans. And they're going to do a reverse to Sanchez to the left side. Haven't seen this play yet this year. Makes one man miss, cuts it up. Maybe got a yard. But a nice time to whip out a new play.
A little end around trying to catch the defense off guard there, but
these two teams battling for a trip to the section championship. Breckenridge, in their third year of single A, they've been to the section championship both years. They've been in the section so far. Fell to Underwood and then won the section championship, as we talked about, against OTC last year at Cowboy Field. Evans under center. And they go with a handoff to Cam Nito. He's got room
blocking.
to run. And still running down the field for a gain of about 20 on the play.
Great push by the offensive line and the tight ends there, but also you see Gavin Snyder engaged
That's
in the
what I was
block
looking at.
10 yards down the field.
Mhm.
That's great.
It's your stock blocking to a T. So Breckenridge advances to the OTC 40. Went from their 40 to their 40, or went from the Breck 40 to the OTC 40. 2:28 remaining on this 1st and 10 in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Evans under center, pair of running backs behind him. And he's going to go up the middle with Nito. He puts the shoulder down, but only gets maybe a yard out of it. And just a heck of an individual effort by Nito. He's just been putting the team on his back today. But you also got to give credit to these guys blocking for him. Doing a good job. From first half to second half, I think they've the offensive line has done a really good job staying fresh. I think they've actually looked better as it's gone on.
Yeah, they're getting better as the game goes on, no doubt. I'd agree.
2nd and 9. Breckenridge on the OTC 39.
One right behind.
They come up the line in the wishbone.
15.
Evans under center. Trying to draw him offsides. Doesn't work. Misdirection handoff to Nito. Gets over on the left side. He's going to rumble for the first down. Probably a gain of about 13 on the play.
There was a defender hanging on to his shoestring, and he kicked him off and said, "No, I'm not done with this one yet," and scrambles for another 5-6.
Just so hard to tackle. Such a strong kid. And fast, too. The whole package, as we've said many times this year.
A good patient run there, too. He let Murtis and his outside blocker as well over there set that up and use the blocks.
1st and 10 from the OTC 26. These Cowboys are knocking on the door of the Tight Machinery red zone. Wishbone. Evans hands it off to Murtis. Trying to wait for a hole to develop. Maybe got a couple yards out, or maybe got a few yards out of it. Looks like a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. 55 seconds remaining in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. On what could be the biggest drive of the night so far. Breck in the huddle. Coming up the line. Looks like they're going to stick with this wishbone set. Actually, going to go with a pair of running backs. No fullback this time around. Evans hands it off to Nito. On the left side handoff. Cuts it up and gets another first down. I think it's his 3rd first down run of the drive. Into the Titan Machinery red zone. Down at the 14, it looks like. Or 13.
Joe got driven back.
The left side of this line is doing a really good job of making a good push and giving Cam a few yards to work with and then using his vision to make these nice chunk runs.
And Breckenridge taking a few pages out of OTC's playbook, using their formation and their off-tackle handoff. And Murtis actually jumped on that one.
And it looked like they were going right back to it.
So that'll make a 1st and 15. And just a tough mental mistake on that one. To move back this Breckenridge offense when they were rolling. Now they're going to be back to the 18, but it's 4-down territory, so
yep, just
could be
another
worse.
extra 5 yards for the stat sheet at the end of the day here, hopefully.
Exactly.
Quarter.
But that'll do it for the third quarter. We will take a quick break before we hop into the third quarter. As Breckenridge trying to take their first lead of the game. Marching down the field against OTC. Your score, Ottertail Central, 8. And actually, I'm going to hang here for the break. As Breckenridge is going down the field, and the offensive line is definitely, like we said, improving as the game's going on. kind of letting Nito make the play, not getting hit till he's at the second level. What do you think of how they've kind of hit their stride?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can talk about, Nito and his 161 yards as we sit right now. And he definitely breaks a lot of tackles and does a lot of that on his own. But he couldn't get any of that started without the offensive line doing a good job. And they just seem, again, to get stronger as the game's going on here. Let's see how it looks in the fourth quarter.
So we will take one very quick break before we hop into the fourth quarter. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to Battle Lake as the Cowboys are driving down the field. As you can hear it getting rowdy here. Breckenridge at the OTC 18. And they do a toss to Murtis. He reels it in with one hand, gets to the sideline. And it looks like he got maybe a yard or two out of it.
And you just see that quick
Tough to
pitch
tell
trying
here.
to get Murtis out to the outside where he excels. But nothing doing. I saw Bloffus had a really great block into the sideline, but there was just nothing else doing.
So that'll make it 2nd and 13. Here on the second play of the fourth quarter. Breckenridge trailing 8-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
They're both on the right side.
Wishbone. Evans under center. Goes up the middle with Nito. He hurdles a man. Getting to the next level. And we'll see how close he got to the first down. Do you remember earlier on in the season when I was saying he's the whole package? Maybe you should just hurdle someone?
Yeah, there we have it.
I finally got it. 4 down territory. They got a 3rd and about 3 or 4. In the Titan Machinery red zone. They're actually on the 6-yard line. Evans hands it off to Nito on the left side. He's got room to run on the edge. Puts the shoulder down, and he is
Touchdown, Breckenridge.
in for 6. Cam Nito's second score of the game, giving Breckenridge their first lead of the game. What an absolute
And he
showing by this offensive line and Cam Nito.
Offensive line gave him the room to run outside, and then he was met by 2 defenders right at the 1-yard line, maybe the goal line, and he put his head down.
For a second there, it looked like he was going to be able to almost walk it in because there was just nobody around him on the sweep, and then there was a couple guys waiting for him at the goal line. But good luck stopping him.
Absolutely, with a full head of steam like that.
They're going to stick with this 2 running back set. Evans hands it off to Nito, kind of the same play. They're trying to get that action on the outside. And it looks like he's shy. He got tripped up and then tackled by another defender. After the nice run by Nito, might be an injured player on the field. But we will take a quick break as Breckenridge takes the lead in the fourth quarter. Your score, Breckenridge 12, OTC 8. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
A 6-yard score by Cam Nito gives Breckenridge the lead, their first lead of the game. Cowboys now up 12-8. Gave up a touchdown on the opening drive and pitched a shutout since. Just at this point, probably the best we've seen Breckenridge play all year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Against the number 1 rated QRF by QRF team in the state for single A. trying to pull off the upset here in Battle Lake, but still plenty of time left. 11-12 remaining in this fourth quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Landon Blofus handling the kickoff duties once again. Blofus actually squib kicks this one. Goes to the back return, goes through his legs. He's going to have to scoop it up, but he's going to be in trouble. Gets a nice block on the outside, but a pair of Cowboys waiting for it. Oh, and that's going to be a late hit.
Shocker.
And it is.
Alex Shocker with a big mistake there on that play.
Just being a little too aggressive. But a heck of a pursuit by the Breckenridge kickoff team. Just an unfortunate decision by Shocker for Breckenridge. So the late hit, and right in front of the OTC sideline. That's how you know that that you're bold. That is the definition of boldness, doing that right in front of the other team's sideline.
And that was kind of a given there. He tiptoed the sideline, but then was for sure a step, maybe even two out, and then Shocker laid the extra hit on him.
When I'm saying it's going to be a penalty before the hanky even comes out, that's how you know it was quite late. But Stuvie looks to be injured. After, I believe, that Nito touchdown run, he's getting checked out. That would be a massive loss for this OTC squad. OTC now playing from behind. Starting off at just past their own 25. Arndt keeps it himself after faking the handoff. Gavin Peterson there to make the tackle, as well as Colin Roberts. Good job grabbing the jersey and just hanging on for dear life. Gain of 3 for Arndt. 12-8 is the score, with Breckenridge in the lead in the section semifinals, playing for a trip to the Fargo Dome and the section title. Second and 7. As like I said, Breckenridge's defense has just been lights out since that opening drive. Gave up a TD to start off the game, and now have just been absolutely locked in, forcing OTC in some uncomfortable situations for them. Some 3rd and longs, and they've just eaten them up. Fumble up the middle, and it's fumbled! Recovered by Breckenridge. Landon Blofus scoops it up. Kind of looked like he was trying to make the second effort, and he kind of got hit high and popped it out, and we got an injury on the field, though.
Yeah, they chop block Brian Martinez. Their center's kind of been chop blocking all night, and Martinez took one to the legs there. But Ernst stripped the ball out, and Blofus landed on it.
What another momentum swing that is. On only their second play of the drive after losing the lead. And a team that just every year is so good ball control-wise, it's tough to force them into 1 turnover, let alone 2. As Breckenridge has now recovered 2 OTC fumbles on the day. Wishbone set. Evans under center. Going to go with Nito on the right side. Puts the shoulder down. Takes a few Bulldogs to take him down. Nito only a junior, but he's playing like it's his last game.
Man, he runs hard. I know for a fact that there's no way that I would ever get in front of him and want to tackle him. And, man, OTC is starting to show it a little bit too. He's running over a lot of players.
Getting 4 or 5 on the play. And, from the outside, it kind of looks like a bit of a one-man show for this offense, but got to give credit to everyone blocking. One-man show for who's running it, but as Nito gets another carry on the left side, cuts it up, gets cut out at the legs. As Stuvie was in on the tackle, looks like he got checked out okay. I think they were looking at his shoulder after Nito plowed into the end zone. Or actually, it was on the 2-point conversion collision, and he was getting checked out. So Nito got stuffed short of the end zone on that 2-point rush. Thank you to everybody who's listening in on B92.7 FM or watching on KBMW News Live. It's been a good one so far. Wishbone with Evans under center. Actually draws a man. Offsides on the edge.
What is that, the 3rd time we've got him on the hard
And
cut?
that'll move the sticks.
That's a huge one.
3rd and 4. And this is just, we've seen a lot of kind of out of character mistakes from OTC tonight. As far as just the discipline that you see from all the time and the ball control.
Outside of the holding that brought back that long touchdown run, that's the biggest one right there.
Mm-hmm.
1st down, 21-yard line.
That penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Wishbone. Evans to Nito on the handoff on the right side. Runs through about 3 guys.
Peterson made a nice hole there.
As they're in the Titan Machinery red zone. Move the sticks.
Colin Roberts limping off with that bum knee.
It looks like they're down at the 10. Breckenridge, first and goal from the 10. They're huddling up. We'll see if they go with someone else here, if they just keep feeding Nito. Wouldn't be too surprised if we see the off-tackle handoff here on the left side, and that's what we get. Spins off, and a nice play by the OTC defense. They knew what was coming. Hammer there on the tackle. And actually lost about, looks like 3 yards on that one. So second and goal from the 13. 8 minutes remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As the Cowboys just been going to Nito like crazy. How many carries has he got so far?
He's got 23 carries for $188.
So 15 this half alone.
Going right.
Wishbone. Evans. Under center. Snaps it, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right. I bet they're looking for Gavin Peterson. Tosses it up, and it's picked off! Picked off by the OTC defender. And I believe that was Lane Dilly on the interception. Trying to catch them off guard a little bit. But OTC's watched their tape. They know Gavin Peterson's the go-to guy on those. And they get the ball back with 7:35 remaining.
Big turn of events there, Turner.
And it looks like they got 85 yards to march, which OTC has shown they're capable, but they haven't done it since the opening drives. The Breckenridge's defense, once again, going to be called on to keep them in check and win this ball game. And they're actually going up the middle. I lost that one a little bit, I'll admit.
Another end around there that we saw in the first half. And Loftus had that one sniffed out for a short gain.
Pretty sure Bricker Blado was the carrier on that one for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 from the 18-yard line. OTC going out of the shotgun. Only seen this about once, I believe, today. Motion a man across. Pick the handoff. Arndt's going to keep it.
Counter it with the quarterback.
And a lot of room to run on the left side. Makes it a one-man miss. Makes another one miss. But Breckenridge gets him taken down just shy of the 35. So a big run there after the misdirection. Kind of set it up. But as we've seen all day, Arndt, with the shiftiness, is it's no easy feat bringing him down. As the Breckenridge defense looking to keep this shutout second half going. Arndt under center. Hands it off up the middle. Cam Nito there on the tackle. Hammer on the carry. Gavin Peterson was there as well. Colin Roberts once again kind of favoring that knee, unless that's actually that's Marty.
Yeah, I think we see Colin Roberts out on working with trainer Sean Owens on the bench right now.
Once again, another big loss if he's not going to be able to go back into the game. Griffin Bussey out of the game as well. I don't know if we've seen a whole lot of him today, which is why we've been seeing Snyder at corner instead of his usual free safety position. Aren't going to keep it on the left side once again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, they're probably thinking, but he only gets to the line, it looks. Might have even lost a yard. They tried that misdirection and run over to the left again.
But Ernst was ready for it that time.
Just a heck of an effort here. He's playing like a dog today. Not like a bulldog, you know. Granted, you could say that because they've had a really good season, but semantics. 3rd and 3 or 4. 5:27 remaining in the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge leads 12-8. This massive 3rd and 3. And Breckenridge, after drawing OTC offside so many times, they're probably thinking, what if they're going to try to draw us offsides? They don't. Let's go with the handoff on the left side. Breckenridge's defense holds well. I believe that's Ernst once again on the tackle.
He's going to be just short.
I don't know if I've seen a D lineman rack up this many tackles in a game in my life for all the Breck games I've done. So that'll set up a 4th and a long one 4:51 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
We see Roberts back out there. Got tape over that knee now.
What has been an insane effort from this Breckenridge defense. This would be their biggest play yet. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. And the Bulldogs take a timeout. We'll take a very quick timeout with them. Your score, Breckenridge 12, OTC 8. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.17 and watching on KBMW News Live.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Welcome back to Battle Lake High School. You having fun yet, Imdick?
Absolutely. It's just a great atmosphere here in OTC right now, and the crowd is rocking.
4:35 remaining in this ball game. Breckenridge with a 12-8 lead. And a fourth and a long one. OTC's got to move the chains here, as they are on their own 43, it looks like. They're in the huddle. Coming up to the line. Breckenridge's defense hasn't given up a touchdown since the opening drive of this game. Arndt under center. Tries to keep it himself. Sanchez wraps him up, gets a tackle by the jersey. Hangs on to him by just his jersey, and that was kind of a one-on-one. It's going to be Arndt versus Sanchez, and Sanchez makes the incredible tackle.
Huge play for Sanchez there. Like I said, quarterback ran into his tailback there, right when he turned around into his drop.
And OTC has done such a good job of kicking out those defensive ends today. So Sanchez just made a fantastic play there. Might have been some miscommunication. Someone maybe had to knock him out there, but Breckenridge gets the ball back with 4:31 remaining. And with OTC's approach to the passing game, you got to burn up as much clock as you can, because the things they do that they do well, they burn up a lot of clock while they do it. Gonna go with Nito again, off tackle, and he makes a man miss. Now he's in the open field, cuts to the left side of the field. He's trying to get to the pylon, and he's in for 6
on the first play from scrimmage. Turner,
Cam Nito.
We're talking about getting a first down to sustain a drive, or maybe even 2 first downs. We just say no, we're gonna put 6 on the board right here, now.
With the Houdini act of making, I think, 3 guys miss on that play. 3rd touchdown of the game for Nito.
You just got to say it again. Man, this Cam Nito kid is special. Enjoy watching him, Breckenridge fans, because, wow, they don't come around like this very often.
It's his 4th touchdown of the year against OTC. He has all 4 touchdowns against OTC this year for Breckenridge. He's just their kryptonite.
And really a big extra point here. We're setting up to kick. We're up 10. Let's make this a 11-point game.
Yeah, just in case they got a kicker, you gotta do every precaution you can. Bailey Evans had to get his kicking shoe on. They snap it, boots it up, and it is through.
And you know what? That wasn't an easy kick for Bailey. I can see his kicking shoe flapping, like his tongue is flapping out of the shoe, and he was late, and they rushed that snap kind of. So
yeah,
that's huge.
I was like, I didn't even know he was ready when he got there. But Breckenridge goes up 19-8 here in Battle Lake. We'll stay here instead of going to the break, just to throw some more praise Cam Nito's way. How long was that touchdown run?
Man, that's a 39-yard touchdown run. 36-yard touchdown run, and that puts him at 224 on the day.
Unreal. Just an absolute workhorse for this Breckenridge team. And it's just been a blast seeing him move to running back. He was kind of, with how he was playing at quarterback, he was kind of already a running back as is, but it's nice to get him into situations where he can really shine. Not that he wasn't doing a great job at quarterback too, but you can tell he's in his true position right now.
Yeah, you can tell he's a little bit more comfortable with it. You've seen him more on defense too a little bit as well. And man, what a fun game we got here.
As Breckenridge looking to pull off the upset, the number 1 team in Section 6A, as well as number 1 ranked in the state by QRF. Landon Blofus, once again, handling the kickoff duties. Got to be thinking they're going to boot this one deep. The last one went through the kick returner's legs. He scooped it up, and Breckenridge did a good job pursuing, but then a late hit gave OTC some yards, but as you can tell, didn't end up causing a whole lot of damage. Scoops it away, or boots it away. Scooped up by the OTC returner. He's going to try to get out to the left side, but
a decent
Breckenridge pursuing well. Looking to punch their ticket back to the section championship game for the third year in a row. 4:16 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this ball game.
You can see OTC thinking about that line drive, squib type kick. It's giving them some fits. But they were able to bring that one out to the 32. Good coverage yet. We're able to get it out to the 32. Decent starting position here for OTC.
Got a little too carried away. Forgot to update the score. Thank you very much to Jack Johnson, one of the hosts for the after school show. As Arndt is at QB. Going to roll out to the right. Blofus there. Gets bounced outside. Block in the back's going to get called, though. Good job drawing that by Blofus.
And really good job of outside contain there by Blofus, just doing his job once again.
And the thing is, if he quits on that play, like he's like, I know I can't run him down, then the blocker doesn't have a reason to hit him. So he drew that penalty by sticking with it, so credit to him. We actually went with for player of the game last week. In a 7-0 slugfest. And once again, regardless of what happens, if the Bulldogs make some wild comeback here, this has been the best game Breckenridge has played all year, which is what you want from your team at playoff time here in Battle Lake.
And it's a big blow. Big penalty there.
That penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Arndt at quarterback. They're going to run a screen, and it is caught by Stuvie. Gavin Peterson there to get the ankle tackle. Alex Martell over there to lay a lick, too.
And Ernst sniffing around the ball once again.
Dallin Ernst just been a magnet to ball carriers today.
Look, Gavin Peterson, really good read on that play, not letting that one develop.
And trying to make the nice form tackle, but then couldn't finish the play, so then just grabbed onto the ankle and waited for help. So fantastic effort there by Peterson. Tight formation by OTC. They're going to go with the misdirection handoff.
And that's
Dallin Ernst again. Martell back there. Got Colin Roberts too. What an effort by this Breckenridge defense once again. And I know we've just hyped them up all game, hyped them up all year, but they play as such a great unit. And I always say that there's not a whole lot of individual standouts for them defensively, but Dallin Ernst has really bucked that trend today, as well as Colin Roberts.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been involved on almost everything, and if they're not, Gavin Peterson and Landon Blofus is, and you mix in Shockert, Martell.
Snyder got the forced fumble in the recovery.
Yep. Yeah, man, what a great group effort.
Arndt with the third and very long. That's the 3rd and 30, actually. Here is the wheels are kind of falling off for the Bulldogs, it seems like, but Breckenridge might have jumped early on that one. So Breckenridge gets a penalty to make it a 3rd and 25. With 2:49 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge with a 19-8 lead. And OTC backed up inside their own 20.
Important thing for the Cowboy defense to remember here, it's know where the sticks are. You're a long ways away, but make sure you're cautious. You're knowing where those sticks are. Keep them in front.
Arndt in the shotgun. Rolls out to the left. Throws one deep. And it is actually almost picked off by the sideline.
Snyder caught the ball, but just couldn't quite toe tap in there.
2:34 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge with a 19-8 lead. Just need to get this last 2:34 off the clock, and they're headed to the Section 6A title game for the 3rd year in a row.
Now you really need to know where the sticks are. You can give them 23 yards here, 24. You just can't give them 25. Keep them in front of those sticks. A check down, 5-10 yard pass, that's fine as you all rally to the ball.
4th and 25 from OTC zone 16. Once again, going to have to open up the playbook here. Arndt gets the snap. He's got 3 receivers on his right. Just dumps it off to one man on a shallow route, and he gets wrapped up by Shockert. And Breckenridge will get the ball back with 2:28 remaining.
Great pursuit by Shockert. There was good coverage down the field. Quarterback was forced to check it down and did exactly as we said. Rallied to the ball. Shocker makes a nice tackle.
And this defense, in the OTC offense, it's kind of just been night and day from the opening drive of this game.
Yeah.
OTC was just getting yards at will and just looked like they were going to be unstoppable all night. Haven't got any points on the board since that. Just a heck of an effort on both sides of the ball. Offense scrounging to do what they can. Going to go with the wishbone here. And got to see what this is. Got a break on the field. I don't know what Gavin Peterson's talking about. Oh, did Bailey Evans at one point lose a helmet or something? What's he got to come out for? Huh. I'm not 100% sure what Bailey Evans is coming out of the game for, but... Because I know they make you come out for a play if you, lose your helmet, but...
And there was no flag called. The ball's not moving its spot.
Not 100% sure what's going on there,
Must have been a helmet issue.
Either way...
Oh, mouth guard. Didn't have a
it didn't have a mouth guard. Well, that's a new one. Wishbone. With Colin Roberts coming into the game at QB, the senior quarterback. Just gives it to Cam Nito off tackle. Cam Nito looking to make a few guys miss again, and guess what?
Goodness.
He's in for 6 again. Cam Nito with just one of the all-time showings from a Breckenridge player.
With 2-3 OTC defenders on the ground, and you see the white jersey celebrating in the end zone.
He has just worn this defense down. Him and the offensive line and all the blockers, the fullbacks, receivers, everyone's just, putting some chinks in the armor, and then Nito just ends up, benefiting with some nice runs, back-to-back touchdown runs.
Fun to watch.
Human highlight reel, that's for sure, as he makes it a 25-8 game.
23-yard touchdown, 247 yards on the ground today.
Good Lord. I really wish that there's better record keeping back in the day just to see where this would end up with some of the all-time rushing performances. But 4 touchdowns, not a bad day. Against a very tough defense that held Breckenridge to 1 touchdown the opening week of the season. Bailey Evans boots it through. And the Cowboys, after the extra point, makes it a 26-8 game. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Hey everybody, this is Ward Cater with Vision Ford in Wahpeton, North Dakota. We have great news. Our new vehicle inventory is coming in on a regular basis, and we appreciate your patience, but let's get you into a new Ford today. We have access to thousands of vehicles, and I know we can find the perfect Ford for you. Don't wait. Let us make this fun and easy for you today. Don't worry about what we have. We will get you what you want. Go to driveavision.com. We want you to live your best life with Vision Ford in Wahpeton, North Dakota. My name is Ward Cater.
Welcome back to Battle Lake as the Cowboys looking to wrap up this section semifinal game. And it's just been all Cowboys here in this fourth quarter. 26-8 is the score, 2:22 remaining as Breckenridge is about to boot it back to OTC. And just what an effort.
And on top of it, too, Bailey Evans just looking really great from kicking the extra points, too. Might know, next week or the rest of this game here, when that's needed.
Bloff doing some kicking himself. And that one goes out of bounds. It's penalty break brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. What an effort from this Breckenridge team. And what has been their best showing of the year. I can say that without a doubt. Biggest win of the year, best showing of the year.
Absolutely. In all facets, special teams. When you had get field position, Cam's done a good job punting. Obviously, we're looking at the offensive lines and those guys doing a good job letting Cam Nito run all around on the ground. And defense has obviously played really well outside of that first drive.
Yep. Yeah, we're just praising the field. I was kind of getting a chuckle out of you praising the field positioning right as Landon kicks it out of bounds. Just not have stellar field position this drive.
Can't be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And Art trying to keep it himself on the right side and ends up completing the pass. Gets wrapped up by Dylan Bernades. Hammer on the catch. And, with the rivalry that these two teams have had, Breckenridge beat them in the section championship last year. And so many other matchups before that. And I like that things haven't got chippy today. There was one late hit out of bounds, but I don't think that was malicious. I think that was just kind of being a little overly aggressive, wanted to lay a pop.
And I've actually seen a lot of the kids helping each other up.
Yep, that's what I was going to say,
a lot
too.
Of good
Yep.
sportsmanship.
Arndt tossing it down and ends up getting picked off and slid down, and that'll likely do it. Gavin Snyder with his second turnover forced of the day. Not 100% sure Breckenridge has got enough. I think they can just kneel on it the rest of the way here, but...
And so many people have contributed to the game today. I mean, talk about all 5 offensive linemen. Gavin Snyder, pass deflection at the end of the first half in the end zone, picks the ball off here.
Oh, and he had the fumble force that he recovered.
And the strip fumble. We keep forgetting about that. Yeah, man.
This defense has just been absolutely unreal today. And we'll take a quick break. It's timeout break brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7.
More Engineering has been dedicated to finding sustainable engineering solutions for cities like Wahpeton for more than 60 years. They offer a wide range of services, including civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental services that advance the region's infrastructure. As a 100% employee-owned company, they are committed to providing quality projects and building relationships in the communities they serve. Visit moreengineeringinc.com to learn more or stop by their location in Wahpeton. More Engineering, improving lives by building strong communities.
Welcome back to the Section 6A semifinals. The Breckenridge Cowboys just picked off a pass. Third turnover they forced on the day. Second one by Gavin Snyder. Who also stripped a fumble loose and then dove on it. As it looks like Colin Roberts in the game in the I formation. So Evans might not have found his mouth guard, I'm not sure, or maybe they're just resting him. But Jimmy Murtis going to bust off his best run of the day.
And you see Paul Armitage playing fullback there. They're giving the freshman a little taste of some varsity action here. See
some
how he
playoff action, no less.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, I might have misspoke earlier when I talked about Griffin Bussey not being good to go because he's in there now. But I think they're going with the second offensive unit here. It looks like all new faces. But what an effort. I can't wait to go through the stats at the end of this game. And you see the guys on the sideline just absolutely stoked. And, for these seniors, this is the biggest win for them. You could say the section championship last year, but that was mostly a senior crew that took care of business for that team. So this is, you got to think this is probably a lot more, the biggest win of their lives for a lot of these younger guys.
Well, just good experience nonetheless, too, in these playoff situations. This team could have very easily said, oh, man, we just don't have it today after that first drive. And they did absolutely do the opposite of that, and they buckled down, they doubled down, and played really, really well today.
57 seconds remaining. And I think they're going victory formation, and they are after getting that first down. Fredrickson going to have to give them the go-ahead before they do it, though.
And here we see the student section from Breckenridge and the volleyball girls getting the chance rolling down there on the opposite end.
It's a great turnout here in Battle Lake. It's another. Everybody watching on KBMW News Live can get a view of all the Breckenridge fans here turned out for their squad. And that'll do it. As the Cowboys won't have to take another knee on it. And they're heading to the Section 6A championship game for the third year in a row.
What a performance from the Breckenridge Cowboys today. Man, just put together all 3 aspects again, like we said. Took care of business in the trenches after those first drive or two. Man, what a showing.
And there were so many huge momentum swings that, they go the other way. This could be a completely different game, some penalties and whatnot, and just some big plays right before the half. But either way, the final result, Breckenridge heading home with a 26-8 victory, and they're heading to the Fargo Dome on Friday of next week. So we'll take a quick break before we hop into our post-game show. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live.
At Titan Machinery, we know that maintaining your equipment's health keeps it running at peak performance. That's why we carry genuine Case IH lubricants, filters, and batteries for your total maintenance solutions. Achieve longer service intervals and higher performance with OEM lubricants. Maximize your machine's efficiency with Case IH approved filters, and depend on our quick starting batteries designed to handle extreme vibrations and temperatures. Visit Titan Machinery in Wahpeton today and purchase genuine IH lubricants, filters, and batteries to get the most of your investment.
Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at rrhsf.org. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts are available. Apply online at rrhsf.org.
Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operation technicians, comprehensive benefits package, and immediate PTO accrual. Starting pay of $24 an hour and ability to earn $31 an hour after training completion. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal employment opportunity employer. Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Well, that'll do it for the Section 6A semifinal game. Breckenridge picking up a 26-8 win over OTC. OTC, number 1 team in the section, as well as the number 1 team in the state by QRF. And I got a few stats for you. Curtis, actually, we'll have him do the honors. Yeah, he's done a fantastic job keeping stats all season. I think he should tell you, straight from the horse's mouth, he's keeping the stats, so he should let you know about him.
Yeah, and appreciate that, Turner. And defense led the way today and stifled the OTC offense after the first drive. So let's start with the defense. Leading the Breckenridge Cowboys in tackles today. He was all over the field. Number 66, Dallin Ernst, with 14 tackles today on the day. Right behind him is Colin Roberts with 12. Gavin Peterson, 8. Alex Sanchez, 6. Brian Martinez recorded 5 tackles on the day. Landon Blofus with 4. Alex Schockert with 4. Alex Martell with 3. And, of course, we have the strip by Dallin Ernst recovered by Landon Blofus and the interception by Gavin Snyder as well.
And then Gavin Snyder had the fumble force that he also recovered.
Yep.
And that big pass breakup in the end zone.
Absolutely. Gavin had a heck of a day. Offensively, Bailey Evans, 2 for 5. Actually, negative 2 yards through the air. But the big player of the day, Cameron Nito, 25 attempts, 247 carries. 4 touchdowns. 247 yards.
I wish it was 247 carries.
4 touchdowns on the day.
Unreal showing.
Murtis ends up toting the rock 8 times for 14 yards as well. And Gavin Snyder had that lone reception.
And just think of, the score is basically flipped from the season opener. I believe the season opener was a very similar score, but, of course, Breckenridge being the one on the losing end. The final score was 22-8. So this one's 26-8. So just think, what does that show you about how much Breckenridge has improved this year?
Oh, I think it encapsulates everything, injuries, up and down with that, not knowing who's going to be at quarterback or at center the last couple of weeks with the injuries. There's a lot of adversity that this team overcame, and, hats off to the Cowboys.
Yeah, just an unreal, and the defense has just been, I know we've just hyped up the defense all year. They play like just one cohesive unit. And after that opening drive, we talked about it multiple times. It just seemed like, oof, this is going to be a long day for the Cowboys. OTC is just playing bully ball out here. But then Breckenridge's defense really answered the call, and they didn't really do a whole lot differently. They just kind of, just strung stuff together. They strung stops together, kind of like your defensive philosophy in basketball. You want to string the stops together, and they just had that flow the whole game, and they pitched a shutout after the opening drive against a very good OTC team. That's incredible.
Coaches must have had one heck of a message on the sideline for the defense after that first drive, because they absolutely, locked them down thereafter, and heck of a performance. I got to say it again. I'm kind of shocked up here yet, Turner. That was one heck of a football game.
That was a great upset. The final score does not tell you really what the actual outcome of this game was. Breckenridge got the lead, and then they held strong. Nito kind of bust one at the end there, and that was pretty late in the game that he went in for that his third touchdown. And then the fourth one was just like we already pretty much had it in the they pretty much already had it in the bag, but So definitely the score, definitely not an accurate representation of how much of an absolute battle this game was. But
yeah, I got two things to jump in there with Turner. One thing on the defense and then special teams as well, because we talked about how field position was going to affect this game. Defensively, Breckenridge starts in a 5-3, and we've seen a 3-5 most of the year, and they're in that 5-3 to start with Ernst and Bloffis playing like a tackle spot, and then after that first possession or somewhere in the second possession, we switched back to what they do with Martinez as a nose tackle, and then Bloffis and Ernst kind of as ends with the linebackers playing over the top really aggressively. So that might have been a little bit of a switch that helped things turn around. And then, one thing, field position, and the few times Nito had to punt, he punted 4 times for 141 yards. And for those of you that are not good at math at home, like myself, I'm glad I got the iPad in front of me. That's a 35-yard average, with one of them being 43 yards as long. That's a heck of a punting performance from a punter in high school. It is really tough to do, a really underrated skill, and that field position played a big role today.
Yes, this and so many just absolutely. It's tough to narrow down how many times the defense came up big for this squad. They stopped them on 4th down. There was that fake punt where they stopped a guy short. They got a big break from a penalty, which isn't really a praise to them, but they
stifled a few of those end around trick plays that they're trying to do.
The big pass break up in the end zone on 4th down by Gavin Snyder. Gavin Snyder forcing 2 turnovers. Just an unreal showing by this Breckenridge defense. We've come to expect that from them. But shout out to the coaching staff for sticking true to what they knew was going to work. They didn't care that everybody here knew Cam was going to get the ball. They kept doing it. He had 17 carries in the second half alone. And when OTC had already been acquainted with him, for the second time this year, so I praise the coaching staff for saying, I know we're predictable, but we're gonna stick with what we're doing. Call on our offensive line to do the job.
And I don't know if the people listening could hear from the box up here, but we were really close to one of the OTC coaches up here, and he kept saying, hey, Bloffis and Ernst are on the right, 66-52 are on the right, they're going to run right, they're going to run left. He was calling it out every single time in the second half, but it did not matter. Breckenridge was saying, hey, here's what we're going to do, try and stop it. And yeah, like you said, hats off to the coaches for sticking to the game plan, sticking to what they know works best, and man, it worked today.
All right, we'll take a quick break and come back with your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to our post-game show on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live.
Bertram Therapeutic is owned and operated by Sophie Bertram, who is a licensed massage therapist in the state of North Dakota. She is also a certified yoga instructor. She is focused on quality service in every facet of her work and will also serve you as a health coach. She'll keep you on track to where you want your health and wellness to be. Send Sophie an email to set up an appointment or to buy a gift card at sophie.bertram@outlook.com or give her a call at 701-403-9607.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Kraus Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Kraus Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488.
Welcome back to our post-game show on B92.7 and KBMW News Live. And player of the game, I kind of hate to give it to people I've already given it to this year, but I'd be a complete moron if I didn't give it to Cam Nito. He had all 4 of their touchdowns. I could just say, also the offensive line, that's a credit to them because they got better as the game went on, but just an incredible one-man show. I won't call it a one-man show. I shouldn't call it that, but, he was a true workhorse running back.
In the stat book.
In the stat book, yes. Yeah, that was a true workhorse showing, and his best game as a Cowboy, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to think what state the Cowboys would be in right now if he never moved here.
Right.
So just an absolute fantastic showing. One of the best showings I've seen by any Cowboy in that game. So credit to Cam Nito, your Essentia Health player of the game, here with you. And that'll do it here for our post-game show, and just an absolute blast of a game. Thank you to everyone for bearing with us. Unfortunately, the internet got knocked out a couple times. We had some people down from us who I think wiggled the cord a little bit, but that's all right. By the end of the game, we got it all done. We'll be broadcasting 5:30 on Friday. It's the Section 6A championship game in the Fargo Dome. And Breckenridge, after not being able to go to the Fargo Dome for the section championship last year, I'm sure they're very excited to get on the field. And that's a great feeling. I played in one myself. I actually played against OTC. We won't talk about how that went. But I'm sure that's a great feeling for these boys. I'm not sure who they'll be playing. I know we heard a score at one point for the New York Mills game, but not 100% sure who they'll be facing. But we'll let you know. We'll have it on kbmwnews.com eventually. And final thoughts, Tim Dick. This has probably been the most fun game you've broadcast for so far.
Absolutely. That was just the game just flipped so quickly. OTC, like you said, marched down on us, 74 yards, first drive, punches it in the end zone, and we're thinking, oh boy, what are we going to do here to try to make the adjustment here? And man, did they ever! And just the game script just completely flipped after that. We saw the offensive line winning in the trenches for Breckenridge, and Cam being able to pick his holes and break tackles, and man, what a performance. And I'm just really excited for these boys. They've overcame a lot of adversity. A lot of things have gone south for them this year, but they didn't give up. They're fighting through. And whenever, you alluded to the Fargo Dome, there's no better experience. You get to go play in the Dome. It's too bad it's not even a little bit longer of a drive, because those buses are fun for those boys. That's things that they get to remember for the rest of their lives. You might not remember the score. You might not remember this, that, or individual plays, but I can promise you remember that locker room. You remember those bus rides. And that's great for these boys to have that opportunity.
And just once again, the most fun game I've had broadcasting this year. One of the most fun ones in my career. Not that I've been broadcasting very long, but games I've just covered. I've been covering games for over 10 years, and this is one of the more fun ones that I'll look back on fondly for sure. And thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in. B92.7 or watching on KBMW News Live. It's been a blast doing these games, and happy to at least get to do one more this year. And your final score one more time, Breckenridge 26, OTC 8. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Tonight's game between the Breckenridge Cowboys and Otter Central Bulldogs was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Heitkamp Construction, Moore Engineering, Optimum Rehab, Carlson Family Insurance, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Red River Communications, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Quality Toyota, Vision Ford, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, and Titan Machinery. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcast and video streams. Thanks for listening.